before this episode starts, I want to say this. It is a words of wisdom from me to you. You might not like my face, so what's this woman saying? I don't even like what she's doing. But it's going to help you as a woman, as a baby mama, as a divorcee. It's going to help you. I am not wise, I don't know anything, but the little I know, I'm going to share it with you. See, if you and your partner are no longer together, you guys divorced, you left the house due to violence or anything that made you to leave the marriage, please, when you are leaving, don't take the love the children have for their father, don't take it away from them. Don't take it, the love the children have for their mother, don't take it away from them. Do you understand? When you are a divorced person, you saying, okay, I'm no longer interested in this relationship, I'm packing out, I'm leaving. When the father comes and is like, oh, I want to take responsibility of it, despite two of you are not in good talking terms, despite you hate him, you dislike him, you detest him, do not stop him from taking care of the kids. Do not stop him from seeing the children. It's going to help you. It's going to help you 100%. You might not like me. You don't like the way I sound. You don't like my face. In fact, if you see my videos on YouTube, you're going to scroll. But just take this one. Do not deprive the kids from their parent. This thing is more rampant within the female gender. Women, where we are angry, we don't know how to control our hunger. We like to take kids, we'll just carry the kids, so you will never see these children again. He will never see these children again. We never this, we never that. If you stop those kids from seeing their father, time will come where those children will be willing, desperately want to see their father. By then, you see all those talk you have been talking, he's a bad man, don't see your father, it's going to be waste. Most especially if the father is the kind of man that is like, okay, when you see the child, embrace the child, carry the child, they get to talk one-on-one. Those your talk. Badadash. That is why I will never advise anybody to take the kids away from their parent, like emotionally. Yes, the children are supposed to be with the woman, fine. But emotionally, they love their father. When the time comes, you will know this adage, they say blood is thicker than water. You will be shocked. You will be surprised when the man is able to convince the child, when the child has grown. You now find out that you have no choice than to let him decide or let her decide. Thank you for watching to this moment. Let's dive into today's topic.
Chibuzo, can you remember when you actually separated?
She's correct, 2019.
2019, okay. So you have two daughters.
Yes, no.
What's the age of your daughters?
8 years and 5 years, ma'am.
8 and 5 years. So Chibuzo, what happened?
We had an issue. She asked me to leave the house. I said, leaving my house, where do you want me to go? I don't have anybody to go and meet. She said I should leave the house. If I did not leave the house, that she's going to poison me. She will kill me. Before then, we had an issue. She ran away with the children and left the house. For like 2 weeks, I didn't know where they were. I was calling her. She refused picking my call. But later, people were like advising me I should go and look for them. I called the mother. The mother said, was I the one that asked her to leave the house? I said no. She said since she left on her own, I should leave her, that she will still come back. I said, okay, no problem. Day was going. Weeks were going. I was lonely in the house. Nobody to talk to. I said, okay, let me go and look for them. After all the investigation and everything, I now discover where they were staying. So I have to go and pick them and come back house. So as we are going, we are in the house. I'll be talking to her. She will not respond. I'll ask her questions. She will not respond. I said, how come me and you will be living in the house? I'll be talking to you. You will not respond. It's not done. At least if I ask you something concerning the children, or if I want to go out, if I give you money to cook, at least maybe you're supposed to respond to me. Anything I ask you, she will not respond. Okay, after everything, we had another issue. So, compound people now gather. She was telling me I should leave the house. that if there is anybody that should leave the house, it should be me. That she don't know anywhere she will pack the children and go. I said, okay. You want me to leave the house? She said yes. I said, okay. I now left. I left the house. I left the house. I don't know where to go. Meanwhile, before then, whenever I come back from work, she will lock me out. She will tell me to come back to go back to where I'm coming from. I'll say, but at least even if I come back late, you ask me why did I spend this late? Why did I come back late? You ask me. Then I will explain to you. You know the nature of my job. Whenever I come back, maybe if I come back late, she will lock me outside. If I come back, knock, I'll ask my daughter to go and open the door for me. When my daughter wants to go, she'll ask her not to open the door. I will leave the house because I don't want, I hate people gathering between us. Just anything issue we'll have, let's settle it amicably. Then I will leave the house. I will go and sleep in the hotel because I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have anybody. I will go and sleep in the hotel. The next day, I'll from there and go to work. Then, if I come back home, maybe that's when she will open the door for me. She will not talk to me. She will not ask me anything. And whenever I come back house, I'm always tired. Sometimes I might say, let me watch television. From the television, I'll sleep off. Sometimes.
Which work do you do?
I'm an auto mechanic, man.
Okay.
So sometimes I will come back. They have slept off. I will just bath, sleep. The next morning, I will leave. So on that fateful day, she now asked me to leave the house. I now left the house. So when I left the house, where I didn't have anywhere to go. I now called one of my boy, Daniel. I asked Daniel. Daniel said he's at home. I tell Daniel, I'm having issue with my wife. Let me stay here with you. He said, okay, no problem. I was staying with Daniel. Then, as days going, I do come around to come and check up on them. Sometimes I will not see her. Sometimes she will call me that they don't have food, they don't have children, does not have food. Because then, it was that COVID time. Before that COVID time, government asked us to close our office for 2 weeks. So we left the office, they locked it. Before then, we are not working anything. So it was the one I saved that we are spending. So she will call me that they need food. Though. I said, okay, no problem. I will borrow money from somewhere and I will send to them. Later, I was not having any money again. Then it's like maybe, yes. So I was sending money to them. I told her, but you asked me not to come back house. Why are you not asking me for money? She said, that one is my business. Anyhow, I want to send money to them. I should send money to them. I said, okay, no problem. Later, when they now lift movement, I now got work outside Lagos. When I came back to Lagos, because our house had expired, then I told the landlady that I will come and pay her once I'm back from travel. So when I came back, the woman was chatting me that I should come. I said, okay, you should send me account number that I will send the money to her. She was now telling me that my wife said that they will have seen another place, that she have packed all the things and go. And when I come, I should come and pack the remaining one. I said, there's nothing like that. I didn't know that she have run away. She have packed all the property and the children and run away. I said, how? I started calling her on phone. She blocked me on phone. She blocked me from all social media. She blocked me on Instagram. She blocked me on Facebook. She blocked me on call. Since that time till now.
When was that?
That was 2019, 2020.
Since that time?
Since that time till now, I don't know her whereabouts. I was calling her. I called the mother. The mother said she don't know where she is. I told the mother, look at what happened. The mother said again. I said yes. Just like that. I said yes. Till now, I don't know where they are. So after 2-3 weeks, I have to call the mother again. The mother told me yes, that she's with them. She's with her now. I said she's with her. How? Because they are living in North. The mother based in North. I said how? She said she's with her now. I said okay. What now happened? Why did she run away with the property and everything? Because I went there. There's nothing. It's only my bag I met in the house. What is happening? She was telling me that she said is that she can't remember what she was saying that time. I said okay. Why is she not picking my? Why did she block me on all the social media and call? She did not give me any response. I said okay. Since that time, I've not heard anything from them. No. Her.
Okay. So, Alexandra,
Ma.
what do you have to say to everything he has said?
Okay, ma. Thank you, ma. Ma, in 2019, that was February, exactly, 19th of February, my daughter was not feeling fine because then I was teaching in one very little school. Then I had the second one was just like 4 or 5 months old. The first one was 3 years. She was strong. So they called me from the school to come and pick her up. I went there, picked her, took her straight to my own school because we've not closed. We've not closed for the day. So after everything, we went back home. While we were going home, I was calling him to tell him that look at the situation on ground and I don't have any money. Could you please help me get drugs for this girl? He didn't pick his call. I sent him messages upon messages. He didn't respond to any of it. I went home. Getting home, I had to just use the little thing I have in me just to buy small paracetamol and all that. Then I brought it and gave the girl. The body came, at least the hotness, the temperature came down a little. I kept on calling him. He didn't pick up. Not until around 11, almost around 10:33 to be precisely. He knocked on the door and he came in. And I was like, what happened now? I've been calling you, I've been sending you a message. You didn't respond to anything. He said, and that is one work that he's working in Baghdad that is taking his time. That the work has not been easy. I said, okay, fine. See you. Munachi is not feeling fine. This is the situation. And he said, okay, that the next day he's going to either give me money to buy drugs for her, or if he's coming back, he will branch to a pharmacy, then get drugs. I said, okay, no problem. I was not supposed to take her to school the next day, but because I myself, I need to be in class, I need to go to school, I didn't take permission. And even if I go, there will be nobody to leave her with in the house. I had to carry her to school. I got to my school, I've not even settled. Immediately, the proprietress in her own school started calling me again. She was so aggressive. I was quarreling that why would I bring her to school again after knowing that she's not feeling fine and I've not treated her. At first, she was like, it's like, the girl is having corona. And I was like, okay, ma'am, I'm coming. I immediately went to my own proprietress and explained to her and tell her, please, I need to go. And then we're writing exams because they wanted to close school down for the lockdown then. So I went straight to her school, carried my baby. I didn't come back. I carried everything and I went to her school, picked her up and I went home. On getting home, I started calling him again. He still was not picking. He didn't respond to the messages. He didn't do anything. I kept calling. At that time, I was so stranded. Even my second daughter was already running temperature. I didn't know what to do. I only used cold water and towel and was dapping their body. Then later, he came back the same time. I think it was like, when is that particular time, they would tell him, oh, yeah, start going home. He came back that same time. And I was like, what happened? I've been calling you since. At that time, I was very angry already. I started asking, why? What happened? The next thing he said was, I should not disturb him. That me, I'm a liability. That in fact, he's tired. I should not disturb him. I should not disturb me. And I was like, I should not disturb you. Your children are sick. That was where we started quarreling. He slapped me and held me on my neck. I was like, we were struggling. When I later got myself, I couldn't stay there. I left the house that night because if I had stayed, he himself was not calm. I was not calm. So I just needed to go somewhere that I would just sit down and just bring down my temper and all that. Because he himself, if I had stayed there that night, I don't know what would have happened because he was so hot and I don't know what happened where he was coming from. I didn't even carry any clothes. I only took my baby's pampers and wore them their sleeping wear. I was putting on my own sleeping wear. I went to a friend's and he knows my friend. That's the only friend I have in Lagos. I went to her house. On getting there, she said what happened. She wanted to call him that night, but her husband told her not to call him, that they'll call him the next morning. The next morning, they started calling his number. He refused to pick their call. Though he was calling me, but then my phone got spoiled that night. I was coming down from bike. I was trying to call her before I get to her place. My phone went bad. The screen, everything scattered. So I could not even know if someone is calling. I don't know who the person is. And sometimes when I even pick, I won't hear anything. I can't even pick the call. I got to my friend's place and everything. After like 2 days, she was like, I've been calling this man. He's not picking and all that. He now called her saying that he saw her missed call. And she said, okay, look at what happened. Your family is in my house. What is it? He said, and that she should keep them. That she can keep them. And after everything, she later discussed with her husband. Then the man got in touch with him. They even sat down and discussed. And one thing before then, he's used to this habit of, he likes flashy things. He's used to women. He loves women so much. I noticed it, yes, it was my fault. I still continued. That was because I loved him. Not that we were very comfortable. Then we didn't even have anything. We were staying in one room with the 2 children. I was squatting in one room. And then before then, I was always hearing when we're having that issue. You will see this one will call me. Even his friend, in the PC, he knows it. He called me and we met in Ogba that day. He came with a friend. And I was telling his friend, I said, my problem is nothing. My problem is the fact that Chibuzo will stay right in front of me. Sometimes I'll be lying down on the bed, he'll be on the floor. And he'll be calling a girl, babe, how far? They will just low key. They will talk, and after everything, when I ask who is that, he's saying, oh, one old friend like that. And I say, okay, no wahala. Though I'm not finding it funny. And he knows that sometimes I react to it because I don't like it. How will I be with you and you're calling another woman like that? I talked to the friend and I told his friend that please, that you should just talk to him. That all I need is peace and all I need is for him to come back to his normal self. Him lying to me is not nice. He came back later. He met with my friend's husband. They discussed. That one came back and told me everything. And I was like, okay, no problem. He knows what he told him. He's there. I said, okay, no problem. If that's the case, that means I've been the one hindering him from doing what he has in mind all this while. And anytime I'll call him, I'll say, are you tired? Are you tired? Do you want us to separate? Because severally, sometimes I will even pack my things and say, okay, let me go to my mom's place and just stay for some time. Maybe when you're calm, you can call me. And he'll be like, no, don't go anywhere. Let's stay. Stay fine. Then that particular night, after we had the argument, I didn't know what happened because I was not in the house. Then I went and met my bishop in the church. I discussed with my bishop. I spoke also to, there's a barrister in our church. I told her about it. And she was like, no, let's go home. That was like 5 days after, not 2 weeks, 5 days after. I went with the barrister to the house. When we got to the house, the compound people told us that since that night, he left the next day, that he had not been to the house again, that they've not seen him. I said, okay. We waited for him. We even called him to give us key because I didn't go out with my own. Then I left my own in the house. He said he's not close, but that he's in Ogun State, that he can't make it now, this night. The woman was like, okay, try and come tomorrow. We'll come back. The next day again, we went back there. He was still not in the house. We called him and called him and called him. He did not pick my call.
Hey guys, do you think that this narrative, like the two of them, this talk that the two of them are talking, do you think it worth separation? Do you think this their narration worth separating? Because I see misunderstanding here. I see two couples that misunderstood themselves. Like they don't have conversation. I see lack of conversation within these two people. If conversation can be present in their relationship will have a good standard home. Like, because I don't see what they are actually narrating. I told him to buy drugs when he is coming home. He refused to come home. He refused to come early. He's calling another woman in my presence. And the man said she packed out by herself. And I called the mom. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? I've not seen anything here. They need a counselor. They need a counselor to talk to them. And it was, the woman also said that the man has moved on. I believe she also have moved on also.
And I love her so much. I love this girl so much, man. To be honest with you, I will not lie to you. It got to a point, they told me I should take her to a deliverance. You understand? Whenever I explain, if I show you, she said I'm not taking care of my children. Okay, can I show you the children?
No.
When they were with me, I was taking good care of them.
What I want you to address. Alexandra, where are you now? Which town?
I'm here, ma. I'm in Port Harcourt, ma.
You're in Port Harcourt.
I'm just here for the first time. Since that time.
When was the last time? When was the last time you gave him access to the children?
Ma, I can forward a message he sent. He sent to my sister because I wasn't having phone then. He said he is not going to partake in anything for those children, except I bring them to him. And ma, this thing we are talking about, he said something. He said he don't used to follow women. He has nothing to do with any woman. Ma, he left the house in February. My second daughter had not even clocked 6 months then, or had not clocked a year then. When I moved out of that house, after I owed rent for 8 months, when I moved out of there, it was not up to 3 months. He gave birth with another woman. And he said he does not have anything to do with her, meaning that that thing has been going on even when he was right with me. Because pregnancy is 9 months. So if I calculate 8 months that I've spent in that house without him, then 3 months I spent after I've left. That is 9 months plus, more than 9 months. So meaning that something has been going on. And she was the one giving him wings to do what he was doing. Now he said another thing, that I am hot-tempered. We both are. I am managing him. He is managing me. We are both hot-tempered. As there that he is, his own is, sometimes he will just act like he's not the one. But what he has in his mind, he's very, 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 he can be very annoying at times. and deceitful, very deceitful. If he tells you that this thing is blue, the next minute he's calling, he will tell you that he's not calling. He came to the house after he had left. When I called and called and called and called him, I called him severally, man. The day I called him finally, he told me on phone. I called him one night, and what he said was, I was hearing a woman telling him to tell me that the children are also mine. I said, these children, you've left us for months now. You don't even think that this baby I'm carrying, she's just like 5 months, going to 6 months. This child is still breastfeeding. She needs food, and this is lockdown time. Where do you want me to go to with these children? The person in the background was not telling him to tell me that the children are also mine, that I can take care of them. And then that was when I now said, is that what you people are doing? Is that what you're saying? Then let me tell you, if anything should happen to my children, I will go to any length to get you. Ma, all I need is for him to take care of the children. That is all I need.
Okay, now.
Because there are so many things I don't want to cook.
Alexandra, so that is it. That's the main issue.
Yes, ma'am.
Taking care of the children. And I just asked you a question. When was the last time you gave him access to the children?
Ma, he wasn't picking my call. He blocked my number. If I call the number, the person will he will give the phone to somebody and tell them to tell me. Sometimes they will say it's Philip. Sometimes they say it's Michael.
Okay, no problem. When do you want to see the
if
children?
I don't want him to get
Alexandra, wait.
Giving
Alexandra, just wait and listen to the procedure.
Ma,
yes,
I have two requests.
Okay.
When I was with her, I have so many things. It's just that I cannot start remembering all of them. I'm just remembering one by one. When she was with me, she do take my children to go and see her ex-boyfriend. She will come back. My daughter will tell me, Daddy, we went to see that uncle. I will ask her. Before then, her phone, I will see the picture in her phone because she has told me about the guy before. The guy name is my namesake. The guy name is Chibuzo too. So I will see the guy picture in her phone where the guy snap picture with my children. I will not talk. Then the girl will not come and tell me. If I come back, she will tell me, Daddy, we went to see that uncle. I will ask her, which uncle? Which uncle did you people go and see? She said it's her ex. I said, why will you be taking my children to go and see your ex? What is your problem? What is your problem? Now, to take care of the children, I have two requests now. Number one, I want a DNA for those children. That's number one. Number two, those children, before I can say anything, I will need to see them. Because I have not seen them for a long time. Okay, now, she said, sorry, ma.
Wait, you keep quiet. It's not me that will keep quiet for you.
Okay, ma.
You said, before you can say anything, you have to see them first. You are giving your own judgment.
No, it's not before I can say anything. I said, I have two requests.
Okay, if it's a request, then you wait for the verdict.
Okay.
You want to see the children? Not that I won't do anything unless I see the children. You are giving a condition.
I'm sorry, ma.
Do you understand? So you want to see the children, and the second one, you want DNA. To be sure that what makes you think those children are not yours, apart from this?
That was how Judge Funmi concluded this matter, that the man is trying to doubt the paternity of the first child. He wants to know the paternity, like he wants to be sure that the child belongs to him, because